stream about 5 minutes ago, and there was a little technical issue, as technology will do from time to time. Mommy Mercy, guys, I need you to take your toys downstairs. So sorry, you guys, hearing all the toys in the background. Um, it's just me and the tinies today. There's a lot of all the young adult children are out and about. They better be getting some Mother's Day stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they're out and about inside the little inn, and they are much harder to keep under wraps without all the support. So Mommy Mercy is in full effect on Mother's Day weekend, okay? I see something in there. I'm trying to get that out my hair. Um, Anywho, welcome to another moment of harmony. Like I said, we were able to. There was a technical glitch. We were able to get it reset and restarted, and we were able to get back in, get back on, and get back in business. I don't know all the little. It's crazy when you're talking, but you can see yourself talking because it's like a mirror, but it's not. And then something wants to get stuck, y'all. Go on and be gracious, you know. Peace. Good morning, my love. I know it was a weird. It was definitely. Hey, Mr. Carter. First off, let me say that there was something weird going on this morning. I mean, just a couple of minutes ago. So we just restarted it, and we were like, "What's happening?" But and then my phone was weird. It wouldn't charge, and I realized that I had to cut it off and cut it back on. It's about time for a new phone. It's about time for a lot of new things, which is why we are in manifestation moments. So, welcome back to this weekend's Moment of Harmony. Last weekend, we did forego our moment. So, we are in deep, deep need of a moment. I know that I am, and I'm so happy that you are here to share a moment with you. Last weekend was the memorial service of my big brother. Rest in power, Majestic. Rest in power, Victorious. And my big brother transitioned in the middle of April, and we had his memorial ceremony. And so I had every intention of jumping on Sunday and just having a real and raw moment, or I'm sorry, that Saturday morning, and just having still a raw and real moment. And I couldn't get it together, right? I could not get to the point where I felt like I needed to get in order to be able to fully engage with you all in a way that did not influence you all negatively. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to make sure that we're still transparent with one another, we're still connected with one another, but we are mindful of what we can handle, and we're mindful of what others can handle. So just being considerate of in that way. So I definitely needed to go on and shut it on down and get it on away. But I am back today. Peace and welcome. I am back today with a Saturday moment of harmony at our regularly scheduled time on our regularly scheduled day. And so I'm super excited for us to get into this moment because there's so many things that I feel like we need to connect on. And anytime we don't have time together, which really honestly, since I started the movement, I guess it is a movement. Since I started the moment, we really never missed a beat. But uh, these are some unforeseen circumstances. Peace, everyone. Blessings. Welcome. Thank you for all of the love. Loving you right back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are in manifestation moments. We are manifesting more in 2025. We are using and taking 2025 as our last year of a lot of the things. Mommy Mercy, beautiful, help mama out. Mommy Mercy. We are using 2025. I am 39 this year. I just turned 39 in February, and it is the last year of my 30s. And so we are taking the moment along with us all the way up into the door of my 40th birthday, and we are manifesting more. We are using the energy of creation. We are using the energy of, there's an energy of confusion even here that is requiring faith, hope, and unity. We're using all of that energy to bring in what it is we truly desire and what we truly deserve. And we've been doing on that series this entire time. Today's show is no different. Welcome from Canada. Look, hi from Canada. Oh my goodness. I guess the moment is a movement after all, right? I love you in Canada. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a part and allowing me to be a part of what it is that you are growing and manifesting through and to. So thank you for that. We are again, like I said, in a manifestation series. This is the last year of a lot of things. I want you to be able to comment in the comments if you're able to. What is this the last year of for you? Because we are going to go ahead and use all of our energy and connectivity and collectiveness to get it on out of here. So the last year of poverty, the last year of illness, the last year of loneliness, the last year of despair, our last year of insecurity or lack of confidence. Is this the last year that you sit on those dreams and those desires? This is the last year of a lot of things, and we are getting the tools here at a Moment of Harmony to manifest more, to be more, to expect more, and to create more for ourselves. So again, welcome, 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 and let's get it on and started. Before we do dive into this moment, I want to just give a warm, loving embrace and shout out to all the mamas, mamas, all of the mommy. This is the most insane divine work there is to do. Is mommyhood, okay? Motherhood, the hood of moms, right? And I just want to. I have 5 children, from 21 all the way down to 6, and I have a granddaughter who is 3. Oh, she'll be 3 this month. So thank you for subscribing. I'm so very grateful. Thank you for the love and loving you right back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So when I say this mommy thing is big business, this has been my business. Okay, the longest career I've ever had is the mommy business. So I just know what a thankless, endless, timeless, most rewarding job this is. And I want to give you much love, much encouragement, and saying happy Mother's Day to you. The mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, the community mamas, you are needed. You are the womb of civilization. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And everyone is not telling you all the time how great you are, how much of a great job you are doing. So giving love and light out to you. We got Father's Day will be coming next month. Don't worry, men. I got love for you too. But today is definitely for the mamas, and I want to just dedicate the show out to you all. Giving love and light to my very own mother. Loving you. Stay encouraged. Stay whew, take that deep breath, stay within self, and most importantly, stay here with us. We love you so much. We are, as far as the wombs of civilization go, we are women of strength. We are women of determination. But most of all, we are women of creation. And this is why we're up in here manifesting more, because if you want it, you can create it. You can give birth to it. You can rebirth your very own self. Anything that touches you comes through. So as a mother, as women, excuse me, it's quiet. We need quiet. And Mommy Mercy, close that door for me, please and thank you. Okay, so as wombs of creation, we become a divine portal. I don't know where a sneeze is trying to come, okay, but I'm going to get this out. We become a divine portal, meaning that things come from the physical realm. I'm sorry, they come from the spiritual realm through the physical into the physical realm through us, through your womb, through your body, through your bloodstream, through your, your baby surviving, through your digestive system and your respiratory system. Like, there is a spiritual being that enters this world physically and connects into being a spiritual being. Then we guide and raise you into connecting with your spiritual self and staying connected. So that is the portal. Motherhood is the portal of creation. And I just want you to keep that in mind when you think that it's too hard, too long. You're not doing great. You don't have it together. You're running out of time and you're stressed beyond belief. You are the portal of creation. Your mind, your heart, your body, your spirit, it is what is keeping everything, making everything, moving everything. And we can move things better. That's why we are manifesting more in our manifestation moments. Hi, Sissy Boo. My sissy is on the line. Happy Mother's Day weekend to you as well. The mamas be doing things. She's probably at a baseball game right now on Mother's Day weekend, supporting my nephew Cash through his all of his sports and every sport she has him in. So go Cash, go. Okay, take one for mama. All right, so today's moment, again, we are in manifestation moments, and the moment is entitled Divinely Detoured. Divinely Detoured. Okay, And again, this entire manifestation moment series has been loosely based off much of my research on many different philosophers, culturally, and some in extended cultures or other cultures. But I have been um, working majorly out of the laws of attraction. And I've been using a lot of research in the laws of attraction in the Secret series, the movies, the documentaries, the interviews, the books. And I have a little calendar book that I've been using as that my moments have been loosely based around as we get into manifesting more, utilizing and acknowledging and harnessing tools to create the realities that are in the depths of our soul, to have them real, to magnetize them to us. So I'm going to be reading an excerpt out of that little book. I always show you my little, ooh, see, those are all my notes. And this is why I'm not supposed to lift it up, and I forgot that. Because I do have like little stickies and all types of book placeholders, and now everything just fell out of it. But okay. I'm going to read ours today, and then we're going to go into. So today's excerpt is this. It says, no matter where you are, no matter how difficult things may appear to be, you are always being moved towards magnificence. Always. No matter where you are, no matter how difficult things might appear to be, you are always being moved towards magnificence. Always. It is very serious to the adage that it is working out in your favor, and the sayings and all of the things that we use in times where hope is needed and faith is needed. It is all working out in your favor. What is it they say? Making your enemies your step stool, and um, not having more on you than you can bear. We've heard all types of affirmations, sayings, prayers, scriptures, sermons, whatever, what have you. We've heard all types of things leading us in this direction of that it is all coming together for your good. In the excerpt, it says, no matter who you are, no matter how bad, and I mean bad, bad, right? No matter how bad, chaotic things seem to be, you are always leaning, or you are always headed towards magnificence. It is always the goal. I always say this. I think it's my allergies, but I'm really fighting a sneeze. Oh, bad. Um, I always say that we do not serve a cruel creator. I don't serve a cruel creator, meaning that there is nothing that we are enduring. And I always have to just give the disclaimer. I am not saying, that I'm not minimizing your trauma, your abuse, your violation, your pain, your discrimination, your oppression. I'm not minimizing any of it. What I am saying is that there is nothing that we haven't experienced in vain just to experience. Every single thing is to teach us and transform us. And so I am getting into our moment today entitled Divinely Detoured. In Divinely Detoured, shall I emphasize the DE? Divinely detoured, meaning that a lot of times in this life there are so many things that take us off course. Oh my gosh, so many blind sides, so many unexpecteds, so many bombs dropping out the sky, right? I was talking to my sister the other day because I went and got a massage in the mall, and she saw me in the mall, and she was like, I don't know how you were being so calm and receiving that massage with all of the mall moving around you, because it was a kiosk. And I said, listen, with the way this life is set up for me, it's bombs over Baghdad. Like, I am used to having to center myself in chaos. And when it comes to manifesting more, even when you've been detoured, even when plans have changed, even when you've been shaken to your core, it is about finding the centeredness. It becomes your direction. It becomes your compass. We spoke about it in the last moment, a calculated compass. It becomes how you continue to move forward to that which is in your vision. Because again, with this detour, it is intentional. Whatever is coming your way, this is intentional. It is a meant, what does Fantasia say? It's necessary. Oh my goodness, it's necessary. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to be a part of that. We don't want to believe that, because we would like to say, how come we just can't dream and wish and hope and pray and wake up and things are? Again, because the version of you in your vision requires development. The version of you that is in your vision requires strengthening. Requires evolution. And so challenges are going to come your way. And what I want us to be able to harness today is the ability to utilize the detours, utilize the confusion to and see the blessing. Bless this mess. See the blessing and the mess that's happening in order to be able to move towards the blessing that you're manifesting. So divinely detoured. Um, a lot of times we look at a detour as a change in direction. So we'll say, I was going this way. I was about to go to the drafts, and then you broke your knee, or you were about to go to this college, and then you got pregnant. You all we have all these things, and we see a detour as a change in direction. And so we don't recognize when we've been detoured in other ways, and we're using the detour as discouragement or distraction from our manifestation. So I want us to be able to work on that today. A detour is not just a change in direction, a detour is a change in alignment. Anything that moves you, it doesn't have to physically change your direction, but it moves you from a place to another. Can be, we can have detour of thought, of theory, of understanding, of perspective, and it can shift you. And a lot of times, because we aren't aware or we aren't acknowledging the shift that's possible, we don't have honor and grace with the shift that's happening, right? And so just understanding that shifts are possible. Anything that changes the alignment, that changes how you're thinking, that changes how you're feeling, that changes how you're seeing things or how you understand things. This is a change of alignment, and it constitutes a detour. And today we are going to go into being better, divinely detoured, because they're coming, right? The misalignments, the realignments, the unalignments, it's all a part of us being leveled up to a supremacy of beingness, which is the whole point we're here, is to get to our highest level of operation and our highest level of self. So we are going to, and then that becomes so difficult when you feel like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan to get where I want to go. This is what I'm going to believe. These are the tools I'm going to use. And then something changes your mind, your body, your thought. You get a diagnosis. You get bad news. You get, some unforeseen circumstance, and now you are out of alignment. And I want you to know that you are divinely detoured. Once we understand that, we never lose our place in the assignment. Okay? Meaning, like, we have a bookmark, and we're not going to be studying what you've been studying anymore. We're going to move from this page to the next page. We don't want to lose our place in the lessons of life. In the lessons of life. And many times we do lose our place because we've been shaken, because we've been rocked, because we've been moved, because things have been changed, because we don't see something the same way, we don't feel something the same way. I want us to be able to say every detour is divine. And how can I see that? How can I utilize that? How can I connect with that better? Right? Okay, we're going to get into that today, right now. So, the three components we're going to use for detours that move us away from manifesting better, that we're going to delve further into today, are distrust, destabilization, and disconnection. When we are detoured, we do three major things that move us out of alignment with our manifestations, with our thoughts, with our destiny, with our purpose. The alignment shifts and we shift. And I want us to know that we don't want to do that. If we have manifested it and we are magnetizing ourselves towards it, We cannot allow ourselves to be distracted or detoured from it. We have to be able to see this detour for what it is, trust it, and utilize it as the supreme beingness that we are. We have to be able to, again, take this. Like, again, I always use like the Disney movies, and when someone casts a spell, or a magician or a witch or some sort, in these fairy tale movies, they use all types of things. And we've seen in the spells where they say a lock of hair, and an apple and a broom and a pencil, and they put all these things in to create something new. And and again, this is fairy tale. These are for children, right? These are movies, but in real life, the what is it called? The metaphorically, or the symbolism, is that you never know what you'll have to use. You'll never know what you'll have to use to create new magic in your life. You don't know what's going to be useful. And that's why being present, being centered, and being sane will allow you everything that you need in order to appropriately utilize the tools that's been sent to you and for you, and even sometimes the tools that's been sent against you. Learn how to use it. If you learn how to use everything, nothing is a weapon. Everything is a tool. If you learn how to use everything, nothing is a weapon. Everything becomes a tool. And this is what I want you to be able to master in this moment as we move into this divinely detoured. I want you to be able to, I don't care what has come your way in the past. And not saying that I don't have care about that. I'm saying I don't want to give you an excuse to use that negatively. Whatever has come against you, whatever is on its way, whatever is troubling you and trampling you right now, you if you learn it and you can use it, it cannot be a weapon against you. It can only be a tool for you. And listen, I can't talk right now because I'm in, nope, not right now. I need you to go with lovely Mommy Mercy. And I need you to close that door. Thank you so much. So, it can't be used against you. And so that's what I want to do today. I don't want things being used against you. I don't want you being pummeled under the detours of life. I don't want you to get lost when you feel like things aren't moving the way that you planned, things aren't going the way that you wanted them to, things don't look the way you need them to. I don't want you losing your way to your manifestation. I don't want you, what is it, pulled away. Pulled away because life is pulling at you, and you've been pulled away and pulled apart. I want us to have these tools to find the divinity in our detours. Okay, so the first component is distrust, right? One of the first things we do when we've been detoured, a change comes, something unexpected. Like I said, we've been blindsided. One of the first things we go into is a space of distrust. We stop trusting the process. We stop trusting in ourselves. We stop trusting in what we're made of and where we came from. We stop trusting in source energy. We, soon as something shifts, I started this diet, I started this new lifestyle, I started dating this person, or I started this adoption process, I started buying this house, I started this, clinical trial, a treatment program. I started all these things, and I'm was dead set on how I was going to get this finished. I was focused on how I was going to get through this, and then boom, catastrophe, right? An explosion, a shift, and a quake. And now I'm trying to figure out what I had my mind made up on how I was going to cope, how I was going to survive, what this year was going to be, what this week was going to be like, what type of parent I was going to be, what type of partner. I saw myself a way. I was working in myself in a way. I was working towards myself in a way. And now I am detoured. I did not see this curveball coming. I did not see this misfortune. I did not see this circumstance. And now I have to figure out how to continue forward to the vision, toward the manifestation, how to get there when I've been pulled off of the road that I mapped out for myself. We start to distrust. We don't believe that we can do it. We don't believe that the people around us and the people that we've trusted and that we love are capable of holding us down while we are broken down. We start to lose faith and focus on our foundation. We start to wonder if there's even a source energy, if it cares, if it sees us, if it's guiding us. Are we important? Will we get through it? How will we do this? We get in places of despair because of our distrust. The next time you have a detour, you are on the road. You have mapped it out. You have sat down and conferred with others, and everyone agrees that this is where you're going and this is what your future is going to look like. Then this is what's in store for you. You started at the beginning of the year. You made all of your what do they call resolutions, right? You made all your New Year's resolutions. You signed up for all the subscriptions. You signed up for the programs. You started therapy. You started Pilates. You got a new group of people. You decided and you mapped out what 2025 is going to look like for you. You decided and you mapped out what this marriage would look like for you. You decided and you mapped out what this health journey was going to look like for you. And then all of a sudden it doesn't look anything like that anymore. It doesn't look like the plan. It's not played out. It's not in the outline. No one, the 1, 2, 3, let's go on what is happening right now. No one agreed. No one signed up. No one asked for what's happening right now in your 2025, in your day, in your life, in your mind, in your spirit. You were not ready for this. You were detoured. And beloved, beautiful, love, king, I want you to know that you were divinely detoured. Again, it is not a weapon, it is a tool. If you learn it and you master it, it is a tool. It works in your favor. And distrust is one of the first things that come to discourage us and move us. We cannot manifest more. If I don't think I'll never get there now. It'll never happen now. I don't even know anymore. I had this vision, I had this thought, I had this determination, I had this ambition. But now, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know. I'm confused now. We begin to distrust when we begin to get detoured, and it is destructive to our manifestation. Do not lose faith. I don't care if you might can lose a job. You could lose a relationship. You could lose a title. You might lose a little bit of your mind. You might lose some money. All these things are possible. You could lose a person, a loved one. You could lose a position. You could lose an idea, okay? Some of my parent girls know what I'm talking about. You could lose some things. Do not lose your faith and your focus. I want to tell you that no matter what gets lost, if you are faithful and you are focused, everything will be lost but you. Your alignment will never be off because you will always be centered in self. You will find your way back. I promise you. If you do not lose faith and you do not lose focus, you will find your way back. I know it doesn't feel like that right now. I know it doesn't even look like that right now. What am I talking about right now, right? You don't lose faith. You don't lose focus. You'll find your way back to self. And soon as you get back into self, soon as I didn't say get back into the job. I'm not saying you're getting back into that house. I'm not saying you're getting back into that relationship. What I'm saying is that when you get back into self, When you get back into self, you will be realigned with the manifestation and the mission of your manifestation. It is still happening for you. Remember, we talked about in the beginning of the series that once I manifest it, it exists. I just now have to draw it in. I have to move towards it. I have to make space for it in my life. It's not about me making it real. It's about, I told you, I got this from my mama. It's about making it welcome, making it possible, right? And so I just have to do that in my life. One of the things we do when we are detoured is we distrust. Do not stop trusting yourself. Do not stop trusting source energy in whatever form you see that as. Do not stop trusting love. Do not stop trusting life. Do not stop trusting. The distrust disaligns you in the detour. Hi, peace, peace, and welcome. Thank you for coming to a moment of harmony. We have people all over the world. Hi, hi, hi. Excuse me. So, the second thing we do, first thing, we get off track. We stop trusting that we know. We stop trusting that we can. We stop trusting that we're fine or we'll be fine. We lose faith. We lose focus. That happens first. The next thing that happens when we get detoured, after we stop trusting, we destabilize. We become unstable. Our thoughts become unstable. Our routines become unstable. Our plans become unstable. Our words become unstable. We destabilize. We become shaken. And so then we shake everything up around us. People say, oh no, she's talking crazy, or he's behaving erratically or sporadically because he's going through something, or she's been through something, or it's been very hard, or they're trying to figure it out, right? We do not destabilize. Now, I'm not going to say that in your healing will not require you to retreat. Your healing will not require you to explore. Your healing will not require you to purge. None of these things have anything to do with you being stable. You being able to still say, even though everything around me is shaking, it's falling apart. Nothing feels like it felt yesterday, last year, the last month. So many things are changing around me. What I'm saying is that, of course, I am in my environment. If it rains, I get wet. That is true. If it rains, I'll get wet. If I don't have an umbrella, I'll get wet. If it snows, I'll get cold. We're not disillusioning ourselves by the effects of our environment. But what we are saying is that we are not becoming the environment that we are currently in, because the environment we are in is a season. I can go through a season without becoming a season. I can go through a dry spell without being dry. I can go through a destitute season without becoming destitute. I can go through a season of coldness, of bitterness, without being cold and bitter. I want us to not shake everything up because we're shaking. I got so much going on, so I'm not going to be focused. I'm not going to be kind. I'm not going to be considerate. I'm not going to be consistent. I'm not going to be professional. I'm not going to be productive. No, you are being divinely detoured. If it's moving you out of your space, it's moving you closer to your grace. If it's moving you from what you know, don't stop being what you know. That's how you get very much lost. That's how you get very much lost. So when things were going great, I'm going to be the best type of friend. I'm going to be the kindest mother. I'm going to be the friendliest coworker. I'm going to be most productive and professional of whatever my career is, because things are going good. But as soon as I get detoured, I don't get the promotion, or I don't get the recognition, or I'm not getting the respect. Something was said or something was done. Now I can become something else. Do not destabilize yourself. The more it shakes outside, I'm a doula, and I help women bring beautiful, extraordinary miracles of babies into the world, and I absolutely love it. One of the things I always tell pregnant mommies when they are giving birth is one of the biggest things is our breath, how we breathe. It paces us and it actually provides oxygen through our body and it helps us to move things along. One of the first thing that happens when you're in pain or when you're afraid or when any type of interference comes into your nervous system, one of the first things that happens is you stop breathing correctly. You hold your breath, you scatter your breath, you taper your breath, and you can think about it in scary movies. As soon as we see a scary movie, we can see, right? It's what people do. It is your body feeling like it is in danger. It is feeling like it needs to save your breath. It needs to save the oxygen. Your heart is speeding up, your blood pressure is going up, and these are causing things to move rapidly and to have irregular breathing. Your nervous system is out of whack, and therefore your brain and your body is in survival mode. We don't want to survive trauma anymore. We don't want to survive circumstances anymore. We don't want to survive tragedies. We want to thrive through what we're growing through. I want to thrive through. I don't want to be victorious on the other side of the problem. I want to be victorious as I am moving through the problem. I don't want to have the win. I don't want to be the hero. I don't want to be the one that makes it after I survive it. While I'm in it, I want to be thriving in it. I want to be winning through it. I want to be okay while I'm in it. I don't want to be a mess and be out of sorts and out of whack. And then one day I'm going to wake up okay. That's not how it works. That's not how it happens. Hi, peace, and welcome to a moment of harmony for everyone. Peace, peace, peace. That's not what we want to do. We want to thrive while we're in it. So I tell my pregnant mommies that are in labor, I tell them the more it hurts, the more uncomfortable it is, the more afraid you are, the more breath I need to hear. Because I know when you're breathing, you're working it. And your body is not thinking that you're dying or that you're shutting down or that something extraordinarily terrible is happening. We need to let your body know that a miracle is happening, and we do that by the controlling of our breath. The same happens, thank you so much. The same thing happens in this life. When you are in the problem, when you are in a circumstance, when you are smack dab in the middle of tragedy, I do not want your life to think you're dying through this. I do not want your life to think you're drowning in your circumstance. I want you to give breath to your circumstance. I want you to let your life know. Let your circumstance know. Let your story know. Let your circle know. I'm thriving through this. It hurts. It's lonely. It's scary. But I'm thriving through this. I am not dying because when I stop breathing, when I stop living, when I stop being stable, that's exactly what my body thinks. That's what my brain thinks. That's what my alignment thinks. That's what my world, my circumstance around me. It thinks that I'm losing it. It thinks that I'm losing in this moment because I become unstable. Oh my God, my big sister is on. Now I'm gonna cry. Okay, get my life together. Hi, Ev. Oh, it thinks, oh gosh, now I gotta focus. It thinks that I am losing it. When I'm in this and I am not thriving and stable, when we think about taking your vitals, we talked about this before at a previous moment. We think about taking your vitals when you walk into a hospital, you go into urgent care, and you think that they want to know if you're stable. They want to know if you're stable, if you're okay, and you have the strength to endure whatever they have to go through to treat you, right? And so they check all of your, your blood pressure and your heart rate, and are you stable? When life is throwing these big old barriers, boulders at you, breaking you down, tearing you down, I want you to be stable. I want you to say, no, I'm not dying, body. You don't have to put me into survival mechanism. I'm into survival mode. You have to put me into thrive mode because I'm not dying in this. I'm not depleted in this. I am creating a miracle and manifesting more in the midst of this chaos. And that is very different from surviving it. There are two very different things. I am not surviving this. I'm thriving in this. I'm manifesting in this. I'm creating in this. Again, if it is a weapon and I master it, it becomes a tool. If it is a weapon and I master it, it becomes a tool. So, becoming shaken when your world has been shaken is destabilizing, and it moves you further away from your manifestation. Keeping in mind that you are being divinely detoured. I am being, thank you so much. I am being moved, as bad as it feels, as unpredictable as it feels, as doubtful as it feels. I am being moved, like the excerpts say, in a magnificent way always. The excerpt ended with always, because we have to know that you are not just doing well when you're doing well. That's not divinity. That's not how it works. That's not spirituality. That's not how it works. That's not favor. That's not how it works. That's not glory. That's not how it works. It's not grace. That's not how it works. It doesn't just work well when you're doing well. While I'm in this mode, while I'm in this season, it is working for me still. It is working for me still. How many times have you had a crazy migraine, or you were extremely nauseous and you took medication, right? You take something to be like, I'm in so much pain, I can't even focus. And then you're saying, like, I don't think it's working. You may say to the people around you, I don't think it's working because I still feel pain. I'm still dizzy. I'm still tired. And it's saying, give it a minute. It's working. It is working. You took it, it's going through your system, and it is working. And before you know it, the pain dissipates. You like, oh, I didn't even realize. I can't tell you how many times I had a migraine and barely paid attention that it was gone until I paid attention that it was gone. Because I took something and it was still there, but it was working. It was moving me towards that which I had desired, which was pain free. It was moving me towards that which I was working for, which was resolve, solution. So when we are detoured, when we have come across a detour, we, like I said, the first thing we do is we distrust. We stop trusting ourselves. We stop trusting the process. We stop trusting what's happening in our favor. The second thing is we destabilize. We fall apart when things fall apart. And who's supposed to put everything back together if you're not together? Who's supposed to be able to solve a puzzle if you've become a puzzle piece your own self? Right? Who can be the one, again, who can show up for you if you're not in a position to show up for yourself? Who's going to do that? Right? There's going to be some hero that drops out the sky that puts your life back together. We cannot be shaken because the life around, like I tell my pregnant mommies, the more it shakes, the more your life is chaotic externally should be, the more centered I see you, the more peace you hold within self. These things, I did not become peaceful in peace. How would I know I was peaceful if everything was peaceful? I became peace in chaos, right? What does they say? I'm trying to think of the saying about the master of invention. Ugh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Keep thinking about the master of invention. Necessity, that's what it is. Necessity is the mother of invention. That's what they're saying. Necessity is the mother of invention. People aren't don't create out of create just because they were creative. People were creating out of need. They needed things, and so they created things. And this is how things come. Mayat, balance, yin and yang, cause and effect, need and provide. This is life, day and night, on and off. This is the balance of life. And the balance of life is I create peace in chaos. It's how I know what peace is. It's how I know how to harness it. It's how I know how to create it. I know how to protect it. How you learn how to protect peace if you don't have chaos around you? Do not become the season you are in. Master the season you are in. Do not become the season you are in. Master. You survive the season, you thrive. Let's use that word. You thrive through the season by mastering the season. I'm not going to become a snowman in a blizzard, but I will create ways of surviving. I will have a scarf and a coat and a hat and boots. I will master this. I will learn how to find food. I will learn how to melt snow. I will learn how to sled. I learned how to utilize the season. I did not become ice. I didn't become bare, bitter, cold, dead. I'm not going to be winter. I had to master winter. That is our goal when we talk about being divinely detoured. Divinely detoured. Distrust, destabilization, and finally disconnection. Manifestation is only connection. That's the core and the centeredness of manifestation. It is that you are connected to your past, your future, and your present at the same time. You are connected to all of the possibilities of yourself. And those disconnections come on so many levels. When we're children and people tell us what we can and can't do, what we're capable of and not, we embark and come upon racism and oppression and violence and fear. All of these things are disconnections. And so we go on spiritual journeys. We go on journeys of self. We go on enlightened paths of enlightenment in order to reconnect. That's all you're doing. You're not trying to connect to a source that you never were connected to. You're not trying to create a reality that doesn't exist for you. You are trying to reconnect. You were spiritual. I said that about Mother's Day, right? You were a spiritual being. You came through a portal of creation, like myself. And then you were born into the physical realm. And when you came from a spiritual into the physical, you entered another reality, another universe. And now you spend your whole life connecting both universes, spiritual and physical. That's what's happening. Okay, this is the whole journey, y'all. I know y'all thought it was deeper. It's not. You spend your whole life connecting these universes in order to be one supreme divine being of as above, so below. Of a highest level of self coming through my lowest levels of operation. You master that, right? When we get a detour and we disconnect, it is the furthest thing it is the last thing, let me say that, it's the last thing we should do when we're manifesting more. Manifestation is connection. It is reconnection. And reconnection sounds like what? Recognition, right? It is us being able, so it destabilizes, it destroys our ability to recognize the manifestation and the vision that we have put into the universe for ourselves. So when I do not reconnect, I do not recognize that I'm looking for. So I'm not connected. So I don't know how blessed I am. Because when I was detoured, I disconnect. from family and friends. When I detoured, I disconnected from my teachings and my understandings. When I was detoured, I disconnected from the truth of self, the love, the light, the joy. I shut those things down. They weren't worthy of the season I was in. They weren't worthy in the season. They weren't valued in the season I was in. So I disconnected. And when I don't reconnect, I don't know how close. Come on. I can't tell you how close I am to the victory. I can't tell you how close I am to surviving this. I can't tell you how close I am to to accomplishing this mission in this season. I have unplugged. I don't have no Wi-Fi. I'm not plugged into nothing. I can't tell you where I am because when I got lost, I disconnected. I am not preaching, I'm sharing. The reason that we disconnect is because many of us have not known people to be generally safe. We disconnect because we are not familiar with safe environments. We disconnect because we were not born into safety. We weren't raised into safety, and so we learned safety in self. It is the only place we can recognize safety, is where we go to look for safety, and it's the only place we know safety. What if I told you that the dysfunction of this backwards, dysfunctional society sets us up to find safety in self and self only because our real safety is in each other? It sets us up to operate in a way that we will never find that which we are looking for. And so we will always seek some external resource, some external resolve. If you never find what you're looking for, you'll keep going towards BBLs, right? You'll keep going towards drugs and money and yeah, promiscuity, as I use the wrong word, promiscuity. If you never find what you're looking for, you'll go towards superficiality and celebritism. You'll move towards all the things that keep you linked to a society that is not in service of self, meaning you, their selves, yes. Yourself, no. You'll be linked in a way to what they say worldly things. You'll stay linked because because it's been constructed. You've been taught since you got here that the only safe place you can go when you're broken, the best place to be when you're hurt, the only place you won't get further damaged or exploited or predatorized is inside of self. Well, hi, peace, and welcome to a moment of harmony. I want to share to you that African centeredness, culturally, we have a different definition of self. And our definition of self is all. Self is all. Traditionally, culturally, self means all. It means us. We never used the term self and it didn't mean us. It means us. When we say we're doing this for ourselves, we're building for ourselves, we're creating for ourselves, it meant us. No one ever meant for myself. Excuse me. Individualism, another tactic, right, of oppression, another tactic of division, right? Okay, this is the American way. We got it. And it's bled into many other different cultures at this point. Maybe not to this degree, but it has bled out. I'm saying, but we use self. Our misunderstanding of the sacredness of self. We are taught that self is sacred. The way we misunderstand that puts us in a place of further dysfunction and destruction. We think the sacredness of self means me. All I have is me. All I need is me. I need to do for me. I need to protect me. I need to stand up for me. I need to speak for me. We are living like that. We are dating like that. We are raising people like that. We are feeding ourselves like that. We are planning a future like that. And a future like that does not move us towards manifestations. It disconnect. You will never be connected to what is yours if you are disconnected from yourself. You will never, Mommy Mercy, sorry y'all. You will never be you will never be connected to what is yours, what is in store for you, what was made for you, what is waiting for you. You'll never be connected to what is yours if you are disconnected from self. And again, the first thing we do, because you know we're broken, we are, we are shattered. We are, what is it? We are in identity crisis. We are in generational curses. We have all of these things that keep us. Again, remember I said intentional tactics of oppression keep us from one another. I can't sit with my grandmother. I can't sit with my mother, or I can't sit with my aunts and cousins and siblings because we don't get along with each other. We say these things all the time. We don't know how to act. People hold things against you. People don't know what to say out their mouths, right? This brokenness, this intentional brokenness. But remember what I said about tools and weapons. It A weapon can only remain a weapon until you master it. Once you master a weapon, it is a tool. Once we heal our families and our communities, have mercy. Have mercy. Once we heal our families and we heal our communities, they become tools of defense. They become divine defense in our growth and our development. This is understood by everyone except us. Once we heal the dynamic of love and relationship and connection, once we heal the relationship between man and woman, and in our case, black man and black woman, right? Once we heal this, it's not a weapon that can be formed against us. You can't use him against me and me against him because we've mastered connection. You can't use me and my sisters against each other. We've mastered. She's light skinned and I'm dark skinned. I'm brown skinned, straight hair, short hair, curly hair. You cannot. The deception is in the disconnection. The deception is, I will go against anything I think is not me. I will go against anything. That's self-preservation. That's survival. That's why I say we're not surviving anymore. We're not going to survive our way to manifestations. We're going to thrive our way to manifestations in the midst of a storm, in the midst of chaos, in the midst of despair, in the midst of being distraught. We are thriving our way. Because if I survive, I'll go a route that's not divine. And I'm disillusioned that I must have to survive because I don't know that detours are divine. I don't know that detours are divine, so I'm against them. I work against them. I fight against them. I fall apart inside of them. But if I know that this too shall pass, and not only will it pass, I know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I know that anything that is around me is of me. I know that I am the creatress, right? The portal of creation. Me afraid of what I can make? Me afraid of how I can change this? Me confused about how I'll figure this out? The ancestors that come before me that have built a way for me through hate, through pain, through atrocity, and I'm worried about how I'm going to be okay? I don't know if I'm going to be okay. I can't be connected to them and connected to this doubt at the same time. Those people that came before me, that were hung for me, that were beat for me, that stood up for me before I was me. I can't be connected to them and connected to all this doubt, connected to all this fear, connected to all this despair. I have to stop misunderstanding the sacredness of self if I want to be able to manifest in the midst of chaos. We have to figure it better. We have to use it better. It all is a tool. It's a tool. The anger tool, pain tool, fear tool. It's all waiting to be transformed by you, portal of creation. It's all waiting for you to have the power in you to transform it into a tool, from a weapon to a tool. Every single thing. You have been divinely detoured. You think you're lost. You think you've been forgotten. You think you're alone. You think you've been played with, looked over, picked over, disrespected, broke down. You think these things, and a lot of these things have happened. But I'm promising you that what you think has happened is not what has happened. Yes, the facts are there. You were played with. You were hurt. You were broken down. That's true. But it was not for you to be broken down. It was not for you to be played with. It was not for you to be destroyed. You were divinely detoured. You were divinely detoured. Nope, don't feel that way. I know. Lord knows I know. It doesn't feel like that. But I want to tell you, divine creation, divine portal of creation is just like that. And hi, mother. I shouted you out the early. My mother does not celebrate Mother's Day, but she is an extremely extraordinary mother all the time. So, loving you so much. Love, love, love to you as well. And thank you for coming on a Moment of Harmony. Look, the Moment of Harmony is lit with all my ladies. Oh my goodness, my sister, my mother. I think the bestie is the only one I didn't see yet. But I was like, are all my ladies in one space at the same time? Okay. Look at Mama Nzinga's on. Okay. The ladies are here. Thank you so much. The ladies are here. I see Mama Nzinga on. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this Moment of Harmony. We are going to go ahead and get on up out of here. I want you to have an extraordinarily amazing Mother's Day weekend, whether you have your mother with you or not, whether you are in a great place inside of yourself when it comes to what you want for yourself or what others are going to be doing for you. Understand that you are divine creation no matter what. Nothing dictates that. Nothing determines that. Nothing changes that. You are as you are and as you have been created. And that's a beautiful thing. And I love you for that. And I'm here for you for that. And I'm wishing you much love and light to you for that. Thank you all for joining me for our Moment of Harmony today. I look forward to another moment with you next week, same time, same place. And then go on and do this. Take really, all the ladies are here. I'm gonna cry. Aunt Cynthia, thank you. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. Listen, there's a lot of divine energy on this line, right? All the women are here. All the wombs are in the tune, okay? And we playing a song of divine energy. I love it. So thank you so much. Go on out your way and take really good care of yourself. This world is coming fast, and this thing called life comes fast and hard and strong and relentlessly. Please take good. Look at all the love. I love y'all so much. Y'all gonna really make me tear up today. Please take really, really good care of yourself. Take really, really good care of yourself. Every single moment of your day should be filled with you taking good care of yourself. Thank you so much. And then, once you feel like something, you feel like, okay, I got this a little bit, even if it's just a little bit, I want you to go on out your way and take really good care of someone else. And in this weekend, especially if it's your mama, okay? Take really good care of, excuse me, man. Okay, say hi real quick. Hi. Look at the nose. I didn't know the nose was doing that. Take really good care of someone else. I love you all so much. This has been an extraordinary moment of harmony. Love and light, majestic and victorious always. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Love ya.